Welcome back to another episode in Pup Does PvP, and the fourth match of this Alliance Conquest season. The bell tolls on what promises to be one of the most thrilling matches of the season, between the House of Dragon and Stuns versus the House of Heroes with Spimmer. With HOH being no stranger to Ultimate Conquest, we face the likes of MILF Hunter, AK, TARDIS, and Diver. Will HD have what it takes to come out on top in this battle of the beasts, with playoff prospects on the line and steel in our resolve? Let's see how this match turns out. We begin this match a bit differently, with a quick look at both camps. House of Dragon, with a final tally of 96 members, and House of Heroes, with a final tally of 98 members. Being outnumbered and the underdog, we send our racers to the starting line. The racers prove successful in their endeavors, being able to cap all 4 buildings. Our first focus in this match is securing the warrior, so with a quick check for their slow marchers, I go ahead and make the call for the swap, successfully getting WiCHronicle in the building, narrowly avoiding an interception. Our next focus is the mother, where they still have 2 slow marchers, so I rely on my alliance members to give me the count for when they bounce and patiently await to swap the building. With that done, I call to swap, successfully getting the plague in the building, quickly followed by reinforcements. With 2 successful swaps down, we turn our attention to the far outpost, where Lady Ayla awaits the swap for the building. Due to the amount of time it took to swap the warrior and the mother, however, our slow marcher bounces and we fumble the building, HOH taking it for themselves. I make a quick call for reinforcements to our near outpost, and then we turn our attention to the warrior, where HOH has many rallies set in the hopes to knock WiCHronicle out of the building. With rallies sent, we call for reinforcements to send but not speed, getting ready for the actual rallies to hit. Once they hit, we call for speeds, successfully holding and keeping WiCHronicle in the warrior. With the far outpost open, the solos begin to rain. With just over 40 seconds left until the ports open, our solos finally bear fruit and Neo is able to get into the far outpost. After racers successfully catch both ports, we prepare to swap the far port. After a quick check for slow marchers and a patient wait, I call to make the swap, successfully getting Shrike in the building, followed by reinforcements. However, unbeknownst to me, HOH had set pre-rallies for that port, and in a stroke of genius, sent them as soon as the building reopened, successfully knocking Shrike out of the building. With that victory, they take the momentum and immediately set rallies on the mother. With rallies sent, we call for reinforcements and get ready to speed. Coupled with the stratagem that removes 5 participants from a building fight, HOH calls for the rallies to speed in, and with excellent timing, they are able to knock Plague out of the mother. Meanwhile, however, Orso has his hands full with our solos in the far port, and we successfully take it with barbed wire. We then turn our attention to Casterly Rock and prepare to have racers speed in and take the building for ourselves. Having lost the race to Casterly Rock, we notify our members to keep an eye on the slow marchers and prepare to speed in for the interception, capturing the mother in the meantime. After patiently waiting for the right moment to speed, Envoy successfully intercepts Casterly Rock when HOH attempts to swap. They immediately begin to set rallies on the Targaryen port, where barbed wire is stationed. With rallies sent, the call for reinforcements goes out. However, the building ends up full and many are not able to send reinforcements, resulting in losing the building. After the Battle of the Ports, they immediately set up rallies on the mother, attempting to take Favofest out of the building. With rallies underway, we call for reinforcements to speed, but unfortunately, we lose the building to Siami. After the loss at the mother, we turn to find that one of our racers has won the battle for the stronghold. losing the bottom stronghold, we go ahead and line up a swap for the top stronghold, successfully getting Raymond in the building, quickly followed by reinforcements. They set rallies on our port, Problemka, waiting in defense. Meanwhile, our solos are not quite doing it at the mother, so we decide to set up rallies. With rallies set and ready to go, I make the call to go ahead and send, quickly followed by the call to speed, knocking Siami out of the mother and getting Favofest in. However, we would like the Plague to hold the mother, it being one of the more important buildings and Plague being one of our top rally leads. So we go ahead and make the call for reinforcements to send and get ready to make the swap. A successful swap down, quickly followed by reinforcements, we turn our attention elsewhere, deciding to rally Kubishnia in the far port. With rallies set and ready to go, we make the call to send and speed, easily knocking Kubishnia out of the port and getting LT in. However, we would once again like to swap the building with one of our bigger rally leads, so I go ahead and call for reinforcements to send, getting ready to make the swap. Unbeknownst to me, we still had one of our rally leads with a rally on the way to the building, and unfortunately for me, his count was exactly the same as mine, getting him in the building, but unfortunately with the wrong troop types. With the loss at the port, we turn our attention to the near outpost to see if we can knock AK out of the building, taking it back. All the rallies set and ready to go, I make the call to send and then to speed. The rallies are met with some resistance, but after excellent timing, they start to hit home and get Shrike in the building for HD. We quickly turn our attention to the mother as they have many rallies set on it. We call for reinforcements and get ready to speed. All of HOH rallies hit almost exactly on time, and Plague is unable to hold the building taken by the Viking. We then turn our attention to the near port, calling for solos on GoTWiC, while at the same time setting up rallies. With rallies set, sent, and sped, they hit well, getting Neo in the building to hold. Having taken the near port and soloing the far, a 2-port swing looks to be in our future as Kisabath takes the far port. We then turn to the warrior. With rallies walking, we call for reinforcements and prepare to speed. Once again, the timing is impeccable, knocking Dopalp out of the building and getting Diver in. While waiting for the warrior to open up again, HOH attempts a hot swap, intercepted by Fearless. Wanting Neo free from the port so he can rally Diver in the warrior, we go ahead and call for a hot swap, sending reinforcements and getting ready to swap the building. With Zaratus in, quickly followed by reinforcements, we are free to turn our attention back to the warrior. We set rallies on the warrior, but I notice far too late that HOH has rallies set on the far port, and before I know it, they have sent, taking it for themselves. With rallies set, sent, and sped, my game at this point decided to have a catastrophic failure, forcing me to reload. By the time I got back in the game, we had turned our attention to the far port, and solos are called to run. A few moments later, Zerakiel knocks HOH out of the building to hold. We turn back to the mother, attempting to defend the bevy of rallies from HOH. However, they hit perfectly, knocking Fearless out of the building. With just 5 minutes until the mines left, HOH decides to set up rallies on our near port, Zaratus holding the building. With rallies set up from HOH, we get ready to defend the building with one of our strongest accounts. The rallies are sent, we prepare for defense, and get ready to call for speeds. The rallies hit home hard, but are turned away without incident, Zaratus holding the building with no problems. They then set up on the far port, sending and easily taking the building due to a miscommunication on my part. With the mines opening in just over a minute, we focus in and try to put the nail in the coffin for this match. With the mines open, the race begins. HD taking the far mine, while HOH takes our mine. Due to more miscommunication and a lot of hesitation on my part, My count is off and we end up fumbling the far mine to AK. After a little back and forth and a couple stratagem later, HD fills rallies and sends on the far mine, hoping to take AK out of the building. With the rallies hitting well, we're able to get WiCHronicler in the building. After a quick call for reinforcements, we quickly shift focus over to our mine in the hopes of knocking Diver out of the building and finishing out this match. With the rallies set and ready to go, we make the call to send, speeding them in and knocking Diver out of the building, taking it with Zerakiel. Both mines secure at the moment we take the time to solo the mother, getting myself in the building. With rallies full and sent on the far mine, we attempt to reinforce WiCHronicler, but unfortunately for us, HOH rallies hit with a gusto and take WiCHronicler out of the building. With HOH controlling the far mine, it's time for us to do some solos on the far outpost, getting Mudkip in. With the map well in hand, and Horatius taking the far port, deciding to hold, we then look to the mine to finally put an end to the match. With rallies set up and ready to go, we go ahead and make the call to send and speed, taking the building with K Saltoten. With the mines finally captured and emptied, I'd like to take this time to thank you for tuning in to Pup Does PvP. Keep an eye out for our next match. If you like what you saw and want to see more, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, maybe hit that bell so you're notified when the next video comes out. Until next time.